Okay, folks, here we are, another painting in my teeny tiny studio in the bathroom that soon I will probably have a new one, or at least more space. So I'm doing a pour. Actually, somebody asked me to make a picture for them, and I'm using colors of their choice, which is sort of a terracotta here. So there's a dark blue just to give some contrast, and then a turquoise green, and then an aqua green. This sort of looks like turquoise as well. Then of course my favorite white to use as needed. So somebody showed me, I saw a video where somebody was using, you can see this, it's a KY, it's not a gel, but it's a lubricant in the paintings. So I'm going to use a drop in just the red and the turquoise green, because I want to get big cells. I'm sort of like working on that. One drop, one drop. Well, we'll see how that goes. So, well, let me get all that out of there first. Okay, so just gonna put that down, put the top back on here. We're gonna do another flip pour. Let me move in a little bit. So I'm gonna start with just a little bit of white on the bottom. And then I'm going to use the dark blue. And just pour some of that on the side there. Okay. And then I'll come back to the white and just use a very little bit to give a little bit of a contrast between colors. That's about it. And then I'm going to use the turquoise green. I'm going to stir it just very gently and put this in. Okay. And then once again, let's see, I'm just do a little bit of white. And then I'm going to put some of the what is this? Aqua green in here. Okay, that was kind of cool. So next, I am going to turn the cup. And on the opposite side, I'm going to put some of the red oxide. That's the name of the paint. Put a lot of this in. Maybe save a little bit more for later. Then on top of the red oxide, I'm going to put some dark blue. And then I'll put just a little bit of white. And then I'm going to do some of the turquoise green. I'm going to pour all of that in. Then on top of that, I'm going to put the rest of the aqua green. Awesome. Let's see, where am I? Then on top of that, I'm going to put, actually I'm going to turn it slightly, and I'm going to put some of the dark blue back in here. Finish off the blue. And what have I got next? I have a little bit of the rust left, so I'm going to put that over on this side here, just to see what happens. Okay, that's all of that. And then, well, I may just put a little more white on the dark blue. It's pretty full. There we go. Okay, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. It should be interesting, so let's just get ready to flip it. Okay, so I'm going to let it sit for a moment, so I'll probably bore you. I want to make sure all the paint comes down to the bottom. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to make sure it's level, because I want the paint to really sort of sit. Yeah, that's good. And this side of the canvas looks good enough. Okay. So Jan, this one's for you, hopefully. Hopefully this will work. Gonna give it a couple more seconds here. Clean off my KY silicone tube. Yeah, we'll see how that works. I saw an interesting video on that, and it showed that the cells were a little bit more about what I wanted. So I'm doing just 2 colors as opposed to every single color on here. Okay, so here we go. Interesting. You can see the cells popping up. Okay. Let's sit for a second and see what it does. Maybe do a bit of firing just from a distance. Sometimes when you start to move it, the cells start to emerge as well. So we're going to give it a second to sort of settle. I'm going to put just a little bit of white around the edges here to help it flow, so I don't lose possibly some of the cells. Okay, so here comes the fun part. I'm just going to take my time today. Let's see if I can move up just a little bit. And let's just kind of see what happens. Actually, I like the rust in there. It looks pretty cool. Just gonna move it around. Let this come off the edge just a little bit. There we go. Okay, it's looking pretty cool. It's different. Let's see about this. The white streak is kind of interesting in there. sort of went, let's see. There we go. Well, this is quite interesting, that's for sure. Stretch that out. That looks kind of cool. A little bit more. Well, I sort of like the cell action in here. It's different than my previous ones. I think this is probably the best I can get. I don't want to. Okay, so Jan, if you're watching, I did the colors you asked for. See how it turns out. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to move it anymore because I don't want to stretch some of the cells out. I want to bring out any of the cells that are trying to come up. So let's see what we can do. Blue streak down the middle. Remember, the firing also gets some of the bubbles out in the paint in the Floetrol. Cool. Actually kind of cool. This looks really interesting in here. Okay, well, think that's about it. I don't see any more cells coming up. I'm sure once it settles a little bit more will come up as well. So I think that's it. It actually looks like a piece of turquoise. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. It's looking pretty cool. And you guys have a, whoop, get out of the light. Oops, out of the light there. You guys have a good day.